LEGO has always charged a premium. That's not new. But something shifted over the past decade, and it has everything to do with who LEGO started partnering with. When you combine the LEGO brand with another major brand, a car manufacturer, a fashion label, a film studio, a sports company, you get 2 licensing fees, 2 sets of marketing expectations, 2 brand identities to service, and 1 buyer who ends up paying for all of it without anyone explicitly saying so. Today, I want to go through 7 specific collaboration drops that demonstrate how this works in practice. Some of these are sets I enjoyed building, some are sets I genuinely love, but enjoyment and value are not the same thing, and the gap between them is exactly where LEGO's collaboration strategy lives. The first is the LEGO Adidas Original Superstar, set 10282, released in 2021 at $80 in the US. 565 pieces, which works out at around 14 cents per piece, which is well above the community standard. What you get is a buildable replica of a single Adidas trainer. 1 shoe, not a pair. 1. You are paying $80 for the right half of a shoe display, with instructions for the left shoe available as a separate download if you buy a second copy of the set. The packaging is genuinely clever. It comes in a branded Adidas shoebox with tissue paper inside, which adds to the unboxing experience. But step back for a second and consider what this set actually represents. Adidas is one of the most profitable sportswear brands on the planet. LEGO is the most profitable toy company on the planet. They collaborated, and the cost of that collaboration landed entirely with you, the buyer, at a price per piece that would be difficult to justify even on a standard creator set. At the time of release, the real Adidas Superstar trainer retailed for around $90. 2 shoes? The LEGO version cost $80. 1 shoe? The maths speak for themselves. The second is the LEGO Technic Lamborghini CNFK P37, set 42115, released in 2020 at $380 in the United States. 3,696 pieces. The price per piece sits just over 10 cents, which sounds roughly fair for a large Technic set, but context matters enormously here. This is a Technic set, a line historically associated with mechanical complexity and engineering value. The Porsche 911 GT3 RS and Bugatti Chiron that preceded it in the supercar line were widely praised as genuine feats of LEGO design, complex builds with working gearboxes, detailed interiors, and mechanical ingenuity that justified their price points. The Lamborghini Shin launched with quality control issues that were immediately documented by reviewers, most visibly the spoiler, which shipped in mismatched shades of lime green due to production inconsistencies. On a nearly $400 set bearing a luxury car manufacturer's logo, shipping a visible color mismatch on the most prominent display element is not a minor oversight. It is the kind of quality failure that would be unacceptable on a standard LEGO City set. On a prestige collab drop, it is almost insulting. LEGO's own community documented this extensively. The set sold out regardless, because the Lamborghini name made it feel inevitable, and that inevitability is exactly what you are being charged for. Third is any wave of LEGO Star Wars battle packs from the past 5 years, and I want to be specific here rather than vague. The Clone Trooper and Battle Droid Battle Pack, set 75372, released in 2024 at $30 in the US, gives you 9 minifigures and a small vehicle build at 215 pieces. That's 14 cents per piece. On paper, the minifigure count makes this look like value. But battle packs have always existed as the entry-level access point to the Star Wars line, small, affordable sets designed to bulk up your armies. The price of this category has increased faster than almost any other in the LEGO Star Wars range over the past decade. Battle packs that retailed for $10 to $15 in the early 2010s now regularly cost $25 to $35 for comparable or smaller builds. The Star Wars license has never been cheap, but the battle pack category was where that tax used to be smallest. That window has closed. the most affordable entry point into the Star Wars theme, now sits at a price that would have seemed unreasonable for the same product a decade ago, and the license fee is the most significant reason why. Number 4 is the LEGO Icons Boutique Hotel, and I want to pivot here to explain something important about how collab drops work that most coverage misses. Not every collab involves an external brand. Some of LEGO's most expensive drops are internal collaborations between LEGO and the adult collector market it has deliberately cultivated since introducing the 18+ designation in 2020. The Boutique Hotel, set 10297, retails at €200 for 2,093 pieces, which is around 9.5 cents per piece. Reasonable enough? Except this set is only available through LEGO's own stores and website. Exclusively, which means it never goes on sale at a third-party retailer. No Amazon discount, no Toy Store markdown. The collaboration here is between LEGO's product design team and LEGO's retail strategy team, and the product of that collaboration is a beautiful display set that you will pay full price for forever because there is nowhere else to buy it. The Icons Adult Collector line is where LEGO's exclusivity strategy and its prestige product strategy overlap completely, and the buyer sits at the intersection with no leverage whatsoever. 5th is the LEGO Art Series, specifically any of the larger pop culture portrait sets, like the Marvel Studios Icon set 31199, released at $170 for 3,177 pieces. 5 cents per piece, which looks like strong value, but the LEGO Art Series is built almost entirely from 1x1 round tiles, thousands of them in varying colors, used to construct a pixel mosaic. You are building the LEGO equivalent of a paint-by-numbers kit. The tile variety is minimal. The technique is repetitive by design. The result is a wall display that looks best from across the room and loses all its visual impact up close, where what you actually see is thousands of identical round pieces in a frame. The Marvel Studios collaboration means the licensing fee is baked into the price of a product that is disproportionately cheap to produce. The pieces are among the simplest and least expensive in LEGO's entire catalog. You are paying a premium for the intellectual property on a set where the production cost is unusually low. The numbers look good because the pieces are simple. The experience is correspondingly simple too. The 6th is the LEGO Speed Champions Ferrari series, and specifically the pattern of how Ferrari sets are priced against equivalent Speed Champions releases from non-Ferrari manufacturers. Ferrari's licensing agreement with LEGO has historically placed it at the premium end of the Speed Champions line. A Ferrari Speed Champions set at the same piece count as a Volkswagen or Ford set will typically cost more, sometimes significantly more, purely on the strength of the badge. Speed Champions sets are already small and fast to build by design. They are the fun, affordable entry point to collector car culture in LEGO form. But when a Ferrari logo adds 10 to 15% to a set you'll build in 45 minutes and display on a windowsill, you are paying a brand premium on a product where the build experience is inherently limited regardless of which car it is. The Ferrari name on the box makes the price feel appropriate. The Ferrari name on the boxes is the only reason the price is what it is. The 7th is the LEGO Harry Potter Hogwarts Castle, set 76419, released in 2023 at $150 for 2,644 pieces, working out around 5.5 cents per piece. On raw numbers, this looks like one of the better value propositions in the licensed range. But this is also one of the most structurally dishonest sets LEGO has released in recent memory, and the reason is this. Hogwarts Castle has been sold in multiple forms over multiple waves, and each version is presented as the definitive, most detailed version of the castle yet. The 2018 version was the most detailed ever. The 2021 version expanded on it. The 2023 version is described on the box as the most detailed Hogwarts ever, superseding everything before it. Each time, fans who bought the previous version are implicitly told that what they own is now the lesser version, and new fans are invited to buy the current definitive edition, knowing that a more definitive edition will almost certainly follow. The collaboration here is between LEGO and Warner Bros., but the victim of it is any Harry Potter fan who keeps buying the same castle at a higher price point every time LEGO decides the definition of most detailed needs to be reset. 5 cents per piece is not good value when the product is designed to be replaced by itself. Here is what connects all 7 of these. Collab drops work because both brands bring their audiences, and both brands benefit from the association. LEGO gains cultural relevance with Adidas sneakerheads, with Lamborghini enthusiasts, with Marvel collectors. The partner brand gains the aspirational craft quality that LEGO carries. The buyer gains a set that represents 2 things at once, which feels special enough to justify not asking too hard about the price. That feeling of specialness is the most valuable thing either brand contributes to the transaction. And once you can see it clearly, once you can identify the exact moment a collab drop stops being about the product and starts being about the feeling of owning it, you start making very different decisions about which ones are actually worth your money. That is the only kind of LEGO knowledge that saves you anything. Subscribe if you want more of it, and drop a comment telling me which of these 7 you've already bought and whether you regret it. Because I'm genuinely curious how many of us own the same one shoe Adidas display and called it a good decision.